sprained your ankle, today I'm going to show you the simplest and the most effective way, in my opinion of course, to tape your ankle to go on your run. Let's check it out. But once I'm done taping up the ankle, I'm going to put it to the test. I'm going to try and put my ankle through as much trauma as it can to see how the taping held up. And we'll have a look at the result afterwards. Fingers crossed, I hope I don't get hurt. Salut, c'est Stéphane from Safe Motions. It's good to have you back on this channel. If you're like me and you've had an ankle sprain, you know how much it has a tendency to come back. So it's probably a good idea to try and protect it if you're going for a trail run or a long run on an uneven terrain. One great way to do that is to tape it. Here's how to do it. It's kind of dirty, but for me it does the job. First off, you'll need some tape. I just bought this yesterday, athletic tape. It's hard tape, so it's not elastic. Some duct tape. I really don't recommend that you use duct tape. For me, I don't care about my skin. Basically, it never comes off. Don't do it. So wherever I put duct tape, I recommend that you put some athletic tape instead. We'll see how it goes. You're going to have to take off your shoe and your sock, and you'll need a clean shave. The very first thing you need to do is set up some anchors. That's very important to place the anchors first. Again, I'm using duct tape. Please don't do that. Just use regular athletic tape. This is just me doing it because I'm an idiot. Put another tape around, overlapping, just to increase the surface of contact with the other tape. You'll see a bit later. This, I found, is not always necessary. If you've sprained your ankle in this direction, you just want to push the heel in the opposite direction, just to maintain it here so it doesn't sprain again. So first, position your foot in the opposite way in which you sprained your ankle. Take the athletic tape. You're going to tape from the inside out. Run that tape all the way underneath your heel and off to the other side. Usually you'd want another tape that goes a little bit offset compared to that one, just to add extra support. So let's try it out. Right here, it's a little bit offset. I'm sweating so much already. Once you've done those, this is when you want to close off the anchor. Use that duct tape or athletic tape. I recommend athletic tape. Close it twice for safety. Now you can see this is not sticking so well, but doesn't matter, because what we're going to do is what we call a figure of 8. So we're basically going to start from the outside of the foot, draw a figure of 8 underneath the foot, pick up that part of the foot and lift it. I go underneath the foot, position my foot like this, pull up, and then around the ankle. And I'm going to do that for a few rounds. You want this to be nice and clean underneath the foot. You don't want this to be too tight, otherwise you're going to get blisters. I can't move my ankle anymore already. Tear it up. If you need to, put an extra layer around the ankle. I'm going to use this. Don't use it. You'll want to put your sock back on, so I really recommend that you use a lubricant to put underneath your foot so that the glue of the tape, as it rubs against your sock, just doesn't stick on it. Otherwise it'll start rolling up underneath your foot and you'll have blisters. I use Body Glide for the skin, but because this is for the tape, I don't really care. If it's oily, I'm going to use Vaseline. Vaseline is a great lubricant. You know, it's going to stay lubricated for your whole run. So right there, then you can put the sock back on, wipe the lubricant off your fingers on the sock, put your old vintage trail running shoes on, tighten it up, and you're ready to go. It's hot here. Now, as promised, we're going to put this to the test. I hope it works. I guess we'll see. that was a good workout. So here it is, moment of truth. Let's find out if the tape held up. Wasn't so bad. It held up and I'm pretty happy about it. So there you have it, guys. We've put this to the test. I did end up in the gym because there aren't so many trails around where I live, but I did give it a try this morning running in it. I challenged my ankle as much as I could. I really tried to get hurt and thank it didn't happen. So it's time for me to go home. It's time for you to subscribe and I'll see you in another video. À bientôt.